Hello guys, now I'm going to show you how to use our DMX module. Now let me add it to my project. And now click this DMX module to enter the channel setting page. Okay, so from here, you can set the router IP if you have connected Ethernet cable to it. And this is the mask and the IP MAC, Buspro port and DMX port. When you connect it, you can set it. And then this is the same. From here, you can set remark for each channel, and from here to select the area for this channel. And this is the channel zone if you want to create scene. And then you have to create a zone here. For example, I want to create a scene to control these 3 channels together, then I can create a scene. So first of all, I need to create the channel zone. Now let me add. For example, this is living room, zone number 1, living room. And then add channel 1, channel 2, and channel 3 to zone number 1. And then click Save. As it is the DMX module, and the driver, the DMX driver, needs to use 3 channels of it to control the RGB of the channel. So let me make a remark. This is the red channel, and this is the green channel, and this one is the blue one. And then click Save. So it depends on your ballast when you make the wiring. If it supports, it needs 3 channels to control the red, green, and the blue, so it will occupy 3 channels. And this, the lowest brightness is when the dimming value reaches below the lowest brightness. Its brightness will directly change to 0, and the setting range is 0 to upper limit. So for example, if I set 20 here, and when I control the brightness of this channel to 10, then it reaches below the lowest brightness. Its brightness will directly change to 0, and so the lowest brightness will be 20. And this is the highest brightness. So for example, if I set it to be 80, when I dim the light to be 100%, and the highest brightness will always be 80, and it will not be 100%. So that's the highest brightness. In normal situation, we leave it to be 100%. And this is the maximum dimming. You can set it, the maximum dimming, to be 100%. From 0 to 100%, it's up to you. And this is the dimming curve. Here is also, you can see from here, the dimming curve. If you want, when you dim the brightness and the dimming level to be changed greatly, you can change the dimming curve, or you can select custom 1, custom 2, or you can change it from here. So the dimming curve will be changed. when you dim to different brightness, the dimming level will be different. So that's the dimming curve. So you can select one of it. And for the lamp type, please set it by default to be SC. And this is the path address. Actually, it is to set the driver's address. You can go here. If you want to reset it, then you can reset the driver address. If you don't want it, then leave it. Okay, now let me click Save. Okay, so that's how the channel setting page. Now if we want to create a scene, this scene will be a little bit different from the dimmer, relay, and the DALI module. Because, for example, if this is just a control 1 DMX light, and then when you give it to different percent, it will appear different color. You can see now, if I change it to red, it will be red. And I turn off this, it will be green, right? And if I turn on the third channel, the light will be blue. But what if I turn on the first channel and the third channel, it will be purple. You can see. So this is different. Or if I turn on the first channel and the second channel, it will be yellow. So when we create a scene, it will appear to be different color. Okay, let me click light scene to make a scene. Okay. For example, if I want 5 scene, click read. Okay, now I can create 5 scene. For scene number 0, it is always by default or off. I can now change it, DMX off. And for example, if I want the scene number 1 to be red, then I can turn on the first channel and turn off the second and the third channel. And if I want a green channel, then I can turn off the first channel and the third channel. If I want a blue one, and then I turn off the first channel and the second channel. If I want yellow, okay, then I can select just turn off the third channel. If I want a purple, okay, then turn off the middle one, and then click Save. So now we have created 5 scenes. Okay, now it has saved successfully, so let's test it. See, this is all off, and this is red, green, blue, yellow, and purple. So we have 5 scenes. And if we want to make a sequence, then we can add a sequence here. For example, we want sequence count, just one sequence, okay, and click Add. confirm. Then we can make a sequence. For example, we make a RGB show. And then the running mode, we want it to be forward and step, for example, 6 step. And then we can select the red, green, blue, off, and the yellow and purple. And then if we want it to change very slowly, we can change the running time. For example, 5 and 10. And then 20. And if so, it will change step by step, and the effect is very slow. So you can adjust the running time to adjust it, 30, and then click Save. After this, we can test it. Okay, now we have saved it successfully, and then we can click the test button to test it. Okay, red. Okay, green. Then blue. Off. And later it will be yellow and purple. Okay, now it's yellow now, and later purple. Okay, now it's purple. We can turn off it now. So that's how to make the light sequence. And okay, so that's how to make the light scene and the light sequence. So if we make a light scene, we can make the red, green, blue, and yellow and purple one. But what if we want to use our granny display to control use a color wheel to adjust the color directly? Then how can we do it? Now let me find a picture to tell you what is color wheel. You can see if we want to use our granny display to control the RGB channel, then we can make a color wheel to do it. Now let me show you how to use our color wheel to do this. Okay, let's go to the logic channel. This logic channel actually means the channel type. Then for example, we go to here to enable it as the RGB channel. We assign it to living room, and this is, for example, an RGB channel. Then we can change it to RGB. We only have RGB And this DMX module doesn't support color temperature and RGBW. We only have single color and RGB channel. When we select this as the RGB channel, this channel 1, channel 2, and channel 3 will be combining an RGB channel. And when we upload it to the granny display, we will have a color wheel, and we can move our fingers to the panel to change the color, and from here to change the brightness. So now let's click Save. Okay, we have set them all. Now let me use our granny display to control it. Then for example, I just want to control a single red channel, then I can click Add and select the deep lighting, and then I can find the red channel and also blue and green channel to add to them. Then this is just a single channel control, so I can control it. If I only want a red light, I can add this red channel. But what if I want a RGB channel to control them all together, to use this color wheel to control them? Then I can select, click Add, and then select RGB, and it will appear an RGB channel, and confirm to add. Then it will be an RGB channel. So it is very important to set it in the DMX module's logic type. If we, from here, we didn't set it, let me disable it, okay, and click Save. Then we don't have a logic channel. And when we go to our granny display and click Add, it will not have RGB channel. So if you want this function, please go to here to set it. Okay, let's wait. Okay, you can see there is no logic channel anymore. And when I go to the, this is I previously add, so it's now invalid. Okay, now when I click Add and select RGB, there will be none of these kinds of channel. And when I go back to the DMX module and enable this and select it in living room and select RGB and give it a name, RGB channel. Then we can have these kinds of channel. So please don't forget to do this. Okay, now it's saved successfully. Let's go back to the granny display and delete the previous channel, and then click Add to select RGB. Now this RGB channel is here. Click Add, select, and confirm to add. Now we add it successfully. Okay, let me delete this one. This is the old one, and click Save. And if we want to use our granny display to control a single thing, then we can go to here to click Add. For example, the red thing and the green and the green and the purple. And then let's add the target. Click Add and the light thing. for control green. And for the purple, and then click Save. So that's how to control the DMX scene. And if we want to control the light sequence of the DMX sequence, also click Scene, add a DMX sequence. Okay, and then click Add. Select light sequence. Okay, let's find the DMX sequence. RGB show. The name is RGB show. The remark I make for it is the RGB show add-on. You can see from here. The remark for it is RGB show. And then click Save. So that's how to use our DMX module.